Hello there. Welcome to this edition of Extra Mile Beyond the Norm. My name is Philip Igbinijesu. It's always a delight to be able to come your way with a word that we know has the capacity to bless you. I've been doing a series on what I call fundamentals of discipling a nation. I am so enamored by the possibility of the Nigerian state that as a citizen, it's been my choice to contribute my quota. But beyond contributing my quota in my own corner, it's become very imperative for us to speak to the process through which as a nation we know we can transform and become the best that we ought to be. And I've been speaking in this regard. I want to continue on the third point I stopped in my last edition, which is the need to cast a compelling and national vision. A compelling and national vision that speaks to our roadmap, that paints a clear picture of its benefits, something that will be a rallying point around which every single Nigerian will be excited and willing to rally. If there is no vision that is driving us, how do we measure our progress? How do we tell that leadership is doing well? What is that thing that they ought to establish? What is the social contract, if you will, that they have with the people within the 4 years or 2 years of their stay in power? With any level of leadership, what are we expecting them to deliver upon? What are those deliverables that becomes a basis upon which to, measure and be able to judge the performance and the commitment of our leader to the Nigerian state. So it's important we cast a compelling national vision. We must be able to show in leadership that something is required, something is compelling, and every one of us must rally around. That way, we can be able to know how well we're doing and what we need to do in order to be able to get there. The fourth in the process of being able to transform as a nation is the need to be deliberate in reforming and adapting all our relevant social structures. All of it. And we got to take them one by one, from law enforcement to impartial judiciary, to relevant and accurate educational system, to a cutting-edge health system. I believe that as a nation, we've got to be deliberate. First of all, we have to accept, we as a people, one of the things that set us back is that we love to lie to ourselves. We love to live a lie. The reality is that a number of our social infrastructure vis-a-vis the population has broken down. I used to challenge any Nigerian to show to me one aspect, just one, not two, of the Nigerian infrastructure, social sector that you say is cutting edge, is sufficient, is relevant, is meeting the needed gap within the system. I don't seem to see any. So in order for us to be able to disciple this nation, transform this nation, we've got to be deliberate in reforming and adapting all the relevant social structure. I consider it laughable when you look at the process through which our law enforcement agents, especially the paramilitary, the police and all the other such agencies, the quality of training, the quality of remuneration and all of that, it just shows that we are paying lip service to some of this. We've got to be very committed in order to ensure that which we intend to see as a nation comes to pass. A fifth principle, a fifth process that I believe is compelling in our attempt to disciple or transform this nation is to raise capable leaders. Leaders who have the capacity, leaders who have the skill set, who have the character. We've got to be deliberate. We have to put together a deliberate mentoring process that will deliver on the vitally needed leaders we need for every of our social and processes that we have as a nation. I'm going to be speaking more to that. God bless you.
Thanks for joining us today on Extra Mile. We'd love to hear from you as you comment on any of our social media platforms. Please feel free to share your Extra Mile testimonies and how God is impacting your life with us. We look forward to seeing you next time on Extra Mile.